Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the finals of the 4v4 S&D only Prime. Joined, of course, by myself, Lando here, of course, casting this one. We've got Jimothy going up against SZN. Apologies, had some players switching around there at the end, and Codcaster is incorrect here for map number 1. Of course, we do have 4 more maps, potentially, where we can try and revive ourselves. Nice shot there from Dashy, actually, just through the wall. Player was definitely one shot, but in the end, he does get a nice little kill there. So it's already Kurt Boy left in a 1-on-3 for the start of Jimothy. Of course, like I said, the teams are swapped around. And just letting everyone know, this is actually going to be a best of 5. So best of 5. Winner obviously needs to take 3 out of those 5 maps. To let you guys know, in case you already were in the pre-lobby, we're going to be seeing, of course, Scorch here for map number 1. Map number 2 will be S&D on Breakout. Map number 3 will be S&D on Throwback. Map number 4 will be Search and Destroy on Retaliation. And if it comes down to map number 5, we'll be seeing Search and Destroy on Crusher. Didn't really need to say Search and Destroy every single time, but I had to say it just to be aware. So with that, loading in here to round number 2, we'll see what the start of Jimothy can do. After already losing round number 1. Clutchets being exchanged through this B site. It's Kurt Boy, been one of the major factors for the side of Jimothy so far throughout the Prime so far. Interesting. Either way, rallied now left in the position to clutch 1-on-2, this time with an MV4. Put the sniper rifle away because it's not exactly the best weapon to have when it comes in. A Scorch peeks one side, can't find that kill. And in the end, it's a nice little flurry there coming in from the side of Jimothy. Tiny, this time with the EMC. Does he actually have a primary, or is the caster mode just messed up? I'm not exactly sure. He might have had an EMC throughout that round. I need to see this. Maybe not. Maybe I'm crazy. I probably am. Either way, well, we will see how round number 3 does treat us. Of course, we were able to watch both of these teams play at least one match. We've seen Jimothy actually play 2 in Dashy has to stay on the map. Cilium finding that first kill. Very aggressive player, Cilium. Shots be exchanged. Binks takes out his teammate Dashy. Kurt Boy responding with one on rallied as well. Getting up close and personal. Can't find that gunfight now. It's left up to 1-on-3. He's able to find at least 1 kill. Able to narrowly escape with his life. Bomb is going to be down, and Kurt Boy and Tiny are near that one. So the question is, how does Wand play out this position? Of course, knows where the bomb is. And that player's going to be holding that head glitch. It's almost as if it's hard point, really. Both players sticking together. If he waits, he could have just spotted them, but no, COD timing is not going to play his win. I believe they do spot him. Yes, he's going to get met with an E-Rad and maybe a K-Bar and MV4. Not exactly sure what the other gun was. Might have been 2 E-Rads, actually. We'll be able to witness here in the end. It looks like it was double E-Rad, potentially. I can't actually tell there from the ending kill feed. Regardless, though, unfortunate timing, as it will be now Jimothy up 2-1. Regardless of that, we've got Dashy and Juan both finding 3 kills apiece. Tiny going to swap there to that K-Bar here for offense. Looks like they might be making some attention here toward that A site, at least focusing some players toward that angle. Player number 5 and player number 7, Binks and Kurt Boy. Focusing some attention here toward B. Player number 6, Clarity. He's firing some shots, maybe trying to make the side of Jimothy think that a push toward A is a likely one. Trying to catch out the side of Jimothy. Or should be the side of SZN, actually. Apologies for that. Kurt Boy lingering through middle. Clarity finds the first kill. First blood going down. Overall man-cannon advantage right now for the side of Jimothy, but only for a second. As Juan is quick to shut that player down. Him and Cilium now left in a position to clutch this 2-on-2. Binks and Clarity going for a little bit of a wall run here. Actually spots that player inside the hangar. I believe that was Cilium going on a little bit of a wall run. Nice little advantage gained, but it looks like some knowledge could have been found had he held that same angle. Binks just turns the corner and could have spotted someone. He's going to get met. Cilium able to find him, but Clarity is coming from behind. Now Juan needs to close this one out, and exactly he will do that. as SZN will win this round. We'll be able to witness what exactly took place. It looks like a lot of attention kind of coming over here toward the A side, and had that player who was playing the bomb not got cut down by Celium, it could have played a little bit of a different way. However, Juan was in the right place at the right time. Shuts down that player and is obviously able to walk away with it. So as we load in here toward round number 5, we see the payload progression is looking. Looks like pretty standard throughout. This one, of course, Juan being closest toward his. That's reactive armor. With the centered B hit right now. Instead of SZN being up close and personal, automatically getting in here. As it looks like Tiny is ready and waiting for them. Shuts down both players. So Dashi and Rally already down. Slaying the last player alive, and I can't even say his name quick enough before I can even swap to him because he's already dead. Jimothy doing a great job at responding to this one. Tiny, I believe, at least finding 3 kills in this round. So at the least a hat trick. Doing all kinds of damage inside of observation. Great plays there from him. Kurt Boyd, the first player to earn his payload here in this map number 1. I talked about coming into this one. I think it might be a little bit closer than a lot of people thought. This team of Jimothy has had some pretty easy competition up to this point. And is that Tiny rocking a sniper rifle? And it is. He actually gets a headshot there with that longbow to start us off. Spotting a number of different players, taking some bullets as well, but regardless, he will stay alive. We've seen both players, actually both Tiny and Rallied from the SZN side, do a lot of damage with that EMC as their secondary, so it wouldn't surprise me if he ends up pulling that one out and doing some damage. Juan finding one, Kurt Boy responding with another. 3 on 2 now. As Binks looks to maybe try to position himself to get that bomb down. Still playing pretty close. Teammate shots will come in for that one, and Juan is actually going to get shut down in the backside. So with that, Jimothy up 4 rounds to 2. Of course, I do apologize for the Codcaster being incorrect. Good team shots there from Kurt Boy. Finds one, and right place, right time yet again there for Kurt Boy. Spots that player toward that backside, and he's going to make quick work. Had he not found that kill, that definitely could have been a setup broken there for the side of Jimothy, but regardless, it does go their way. And like I said, we've seen both these teams play at least one match. We've actually seen Jimothy do 2, where they took down Onos in quarters 2-1, and Respect Our Grind in semis 2-0. And we just witnessed SZN in their last match face off against Prime Team at GG, where they had a pretty dominant win. They won that one overall 2-0 in the series. So both these teams, of course, off of victories, but dominant victories at that. As it will be SZN automatically getting that bomb down and Cilium slithering toward that B site. So we've got a car. That's what the pros call it. Actually a Scarab. Regardless, getting some information right now. Binks gets dropped. Kurt Boy does as well. 3 kills already gained, and now Tiny, the man who's made a pretty big impact, he's actually fleeing the map right now. Player number 3 is actually on his trail. Rallied has a good idea as to where he's at. Can't get the nice reaction time. Tiny's able to win that battle for now. And he's not going to be able to obviously defuse the bomb in time. So he's really just trying to stay alive to keep those score streaks up. It would be nice to earn a Trinity rocket. Maybe even a bombardment as well. Of course, has that reactive armor, so Tiny definitely one player to be looking out for from the side of Jimothy. As they're still going to hold that 1 round advantage. Saliam from the other side does have the FTL jump. I actually want to take a look at Saliam coming into this round. He's played pretty aggressive when it comes down to Scorch, Search and Destroy. Of course, map no longer actually in the rotation for competitive. Curious to see how aggressive he does play. This map plays very aggressive when it comes down to hardpoint. Plays a little bit slower when it comes into Search and Destroy, and a nice reaction there. Finds clarity, picked off. 2-man disadvantage right now for the side of Jimothy. Now make it a 3-man disadvantage. Binks. Blinks actually wondering what just happened to my team. Hit markers is all it will be, as SZN will respond with 2 rounds in a row, I believe. Taking those. Now leveling us up here. Heading into round number 9. Take a look at the scorecard right now. We're seeing if we see any outliers. Potentially looks like Dashi, Celium, as well as Juan, all with 6 kills at the moment. 8-3 right now for Tiny. Definitely being a major impact for his team, as we will see what the side of SZN will do here on this offensive flush it out, getting some information. Shots already coming in here. I believe one player actually backs up. That was Tiny. Can't even keep up with the action. It's going so quick right now. Dashy finds, or excuse me, Rallied actually finds one through middle map. 2-on-2. Nearly a turn on there for Rallied as well. Can't find that. Now Juan also gets dropped just outside of observation deck. So that's going to be Jimothy with that round. SZN not able to get the bomb down. Really just try to aggressively rush this team out. And whether it's been Clarity, whether it's been Tiny, they've been able to hold this observation deck very, very well toward this site. And they've just not let that one kind of be loosened out of their grasp. So if you are the side of SZN, that's kind of an area that you don't necessarily want to stay away from, but it's an area to be very well aware of. Because Jimothy has no problem whatsoever kind of reigning in that particular space. Clarity finding a kill on Rallied. They've gone back and forth for those first bloods. Tiny finding another one on Celium. As it's going to be up to Dashy and Juan to try and force around 11. Two players right now in observation deck. Dashy actually finds Tiny. It's a big kill to find. Juan finding a few shots. Dashy actually can go for the rush here. Actually rocks the active camo. Spots one. Can he turn around is the question. There's actually a few players just right next to him. Juan is able to find that one. Trade coming in. It looks like, no, he's not able to find that one in the end. As it's going to be Jimothy who actually wins this match 6-4. Thought he might have rocked the active camo. That's exactly what he does. I was curious to say. I thought he kind of disappeared from my screen. That's exactly what he does. Clarity able to use the camo at the perfect time. As it is going to be the side of Jimothy who walks away with game number 1. They take the Scorch Search and Destroy 6-4 with Tiny going 10-5. Welcome back, boys and girls. A quick commercial break. Exactly what we need at this point. Pretty interesting final so far in the 4v4 Search and Destroy only. We've got SZN going up against Jimothy. Apologies for the mess up in the Codcaster for map number 1. We've got things fixed. We've got things ready to go now. Loading here toward Breakout for map number 2, like I just said. We'll see how SZN vends to respond here. This one will be roaming with that bomb here toward that middle side map. When it comes to the defensive hold right now for the side of Jimothy, they're kind of running just outside that B. 2 sitting inside of bed. And looks like one player toward that back garage. Tiny finds the first blood. Which means actually second kill. Wand. Needs to get that bomb down. 5 and 8 to be Binks and Tiny. Going toward this backside, kind of pulling together for the most part. Dashy actually does have that sniper rifle in his back pocket, picking off a weapon from a dead body. Clarity actually finds one, tries to turn around. Oh my gosh, Dashy with an amazing shot. Picks off one from behind, and now it's left up to Celium. A 1-on-2. This round is big. This one's going to go Jimothy's way, despite a very interesting shot that we ended up seeing. Too many alive, as it's going to be Binks getting that defuse, finding 2 kills in that first round, along with, like I said, that defuse as well, going to earn toward those streaks, those payloads as well. And MV4 up close. This is not an easy shot to hit, especially against a guy like Celium, because all 4 bullets will connect. Looks like Dashy going to go and put away that sniper rifle here when it comes down to this next round. It will be the side of Jimothy now on their offensive. A lot of times you're going to see pretty much a B hit for the most part, but I've seen in this Search and Destroy tournament quite a few, a little bit of hits toward A. Looks like most teams kind of toward the end of IW's life cycle, and Breakout now kind of becoming a staple map, really. Seems kind of favoring both, which is personally something that I like to see. Juan kind of lingering toward those P3 stairs. Of course, some shots being exchanged. Juan finds Kurt Boy for the first blood. So Jimothy on offense actually working with a man disadvantage. Just as I say that, nice shot coming in from Rowlett. Actually able to get a nice little shot on that one. And Tiny, not the best timing in the world. Swaps to an MV4 and a K-bar in the middle of a gunfight. And that play on the stairs will get picked off there as well. So that's now going to be SZN picking up this round. I want to see how this kind of works out. So Dashy, okay, just spots that player. I was curious to see where Dashy was. A few extra shots there from Dashy, but the guy's definitely dead at that point. But good timing there from the side of SZN, making sure that hit toward B was one that didn't work out, as they're now going to test their wits when it comes in offense. Both teams winning their defensive rounds. Jammer out there from Dashy. Getting ready to make his way into showers. Player not even aware. Clarity quickly gets picked off, probably calling out to his teammates. Why wasn't that lane being watched? Dashy will laugh his way to potentially getting a round advantage for his team. Finding that first blood. Binks, Kurtboy, lingering through mid-map right now. Nice kill there from Kurtboy, but he's quickly responded back. Binks finds one on Juan, so a 1-on-2 would be a hat trick if Binks can close out this round. Bomb is down. And I'm not sure if he actually has if he picked up a weapon off the ground, but an MV4 is by no means the primary weapon that you like to have in this case. That's exactly why. SZN winning this round here, of course, able to get the bomb down. And Dash, after switching, you see how fast, man. How quickly some of these guys' sensitivity is. It's crazy. Dashy whipping around and is able to find that player coming in from those stairs and is able to pick him off. So with that, heading into round number 4, Dashy having a hot start, 5-1, getting close to the active camo. And if there's one player who'd like to see from SZN do well, it would be this man, just due to that importance of that payload. He's going to spot at least 2 or 3 players making this way, and it's all about can he stay alive is the question, nearly able to get around the corner. But definitely going to call those players out to his team. And Jimothy saying it's a little bit too quiet right now inside of this A site. Rallied, going to pull that sniper rifle, doing some damage right now, and Clarity finds the first blood and nearly finds the second. Binks, Dashy, both finding kills for their side. EMC out right now. Last player alive is going to be Kurtboy. He at least finds one. Toss out that fletch hit, but all it will do is damage. No kills with it. As Dashy, after 4 rounds, is going to be very close to actually those Trinity rockets, close to the active camo. So it's curious to see how Jimothy does play these next few rounds. Going to obviously know that Dashy is near that camo. So we might see them play this next round a little bit more passively until they do know that camo has been burned. And SZN has definitely built themselves up a nice little lead here at the moment. If you guys are just joining us, of course, this is the finals of the 4v4 S&D only prime here. And we are playing a best of 5. We've seen best of 3s all up into this point, but now it's a best of 5. So if Jimothy was able to win this map number 2, they don't win the series, but they're definitely in a good spot to do so. And Dashy, dude, having a hot start, going to call up that scare, try to gain some information. Will he find a kill is the question. No, only hit markers, but at least information will be gained. So with that information being gained, Wand over toward this B side is just really going to have one player lingering. That's going to be Blink, so got to be aware of that potential gunfight. Juan really just watching the flank at the moment. It's really all he's built up to do, and he might actually try to go for the rush. Just gets bad timing. Most likely saw those shots come as Clarity finds the first blood on the other side. Tiny finding another one. Set up for SZN is quickly being broken. The site retake could be happening. Salium not able to find that gunfight. Now Wand left in a 1-on-4. He was watching the flank, and now he's got to do a whole lot more than that. Quite a few players on him, and he has no way to turn. Clarity already going to go and get that bomb defuse in. That's going to be a nice response there coming in from Jimothy. It's not an easy bomb site to take, but they definitely make it look easy in that particular case. And it seemed almost as like, as soon as those shots were exchanged from that player who was inside a cave, they knew that one guy wasn't going to be on that bomb. So they knew that they had an even distribution of players. It was a 3-on-3 instead of that A site. It was obviously Jimothy who had the advantage when it comes down to that, so maybe that flank watch definitely kind of worked out for Jimothy in the end. So hanging in round number 6, Jimothy will be on the offense. One player, I believe, sitting up top that's rallied to say, does he have the sniper rifle out? Of course he does. He's got the longbow. I feel like his EMC has just been nearly as powerful. He's going to back up. And he might, yeah, he might have some knowledge of these players coming through back garage. Oh, nice shot there on a Kurtboy. Didn't actually think that one was going to hit, but he's able to make it worth it. Give me another one, says Rallied. As now it's going to be all left up to Clarity, 1-on-3. Retreating back in the cave. And unfortunately for him, he does not have that bomb in possession. Spots one player just toward the side of Showers. He's at least able to find one kill toward middle, but regardless, will have his life charted pretty quick. Actually getting the information. Nice little shot there through the truck. The 8-wheeler, 16-wheeler? I'm not even sure. A lot of wheels in that truck. But a window is exactly what Dashy needed. A window to potentially grant his team a victory in this map number 2. That transition sucked. I apologize. But regardless, SZN will now be testing their wits as they're going to be now with Wand. Looking through the eyes of Wand right now with the bomb in his hands. It looks like a pretty aggressive rush from Jimothy. They want hardcore action. They want to get in the face of SZN. Will it work out for them is the question. Clearly a man count advantage, and now Dashy left immediately in a 1-on-2. He at least finds one kill. The thing is for Dashy, he does have Trinity rockets. He's got camo. If you maybe find a kill, you see someone marked out, you can definitely use that camo to your advantage. Of course, I mean, camo is very, very valuable. You can guarantee yourself a round, and plus one player from behind. Quickly turned around as Kurt Boy. He knows he's in mid-map, but where exactly is he, is the question. Spots it from behind. He's going to have that line sight gain and needs to shut down Dashy, and yes, he's able to do that. Thought he might have had a shaky shot, but Dashy's not able to respond quick enough. See that player model trying to camouflage himself in that grass. Trying to hide, of course, after making himself known after shutting down a Jimothy team member. Dashy right now sitting at 11-3. There's a reason why he has that camo. And I believe he also uses the streak. I didn't actually see him use the streak, but he no longer has the Trinity rocket. I might have just totally missed that, and I apologize for doing so. But yeah, Dashy no longer has those streaks, so that's huge. Dashy no longer has the streak. He has active camo, however. And I wonder if while that 1v1 was happening, if he called it in and just got picked off. So that's big. Dashy loses that. Currently sitting 11-3, so you can't give him too much flack for that. One mistake, but it obviously grants Jimothy another key back in this round. Jammer is out, and player number, what is that? Player number 3, I think, maybe? No, that's not player number 3. Whoever's behind this corner right now, it's got to be 8. Player number 8, Tiny, was just around that corner. Heard that Jammer come out. Wasn't able to do much work with it. You see like a lot of attention from the side of Jimothy focused over toward A, but in reality, they actually get the bomb down on B. So nice little bait coming in from Jimothy, trying to catch the players from SZN off guard. Regardless, they don't have the man count to work with. 2-on-4. Binks, Clarity, trying to hold this bomb site to themselves, and now Binks is all by himself, and Rally is going to find both of those kills, both with the EMC. He'll get the defuse as well. Dashy adding to that kill total, 12-3 for him. 150 points away from a Scarab. And one of the best EMC shots that I've seen in a while. I want to see how this final kill cam looks. Nice consistent shots, quite a few headshots as well. In that first player, and it's easy to shut down that second player just sitting outside of Med Bay. So with that, SZN now on map point here. On breakout. Dashy having a big performance here, 12-3. Slam currently sitting at 2-6, 6-4 for Dashy, and Solidus Wand sitting at 5-6. Looks like we see dual snipers, most likely from Tiny on the other side. Yep. Tiny with one longbow, Rally with another. How will the first blood battle go? It looks like Binks going to find that one with the MV4. I've actually seen Binks quite a few times in this series find those first bloods. Definitely doing a lot for his team, but he's going to need a few more as Rally just spots the feet of one player. Tiny just kind of holding this angle, able to narrowly escape out of that building, and I'm not sure which to be more afraid of. Rally's sniper rifle or his EMC. Just outside the corner right now is Tiny. Actually has the EMC as well. You see that sniper rifle shot yet again coming from Rally. EMC from above. Can he find the shots? Is the question. No, not able to stay alive. Rally ends up falling. Solidus Wand does as well, and now it's all up to Dashy. Binks finding 2 kills. He has active camo. And Kurtboy has FTL. Who uses this one more effectively? Looks like Dashy rocks the active camo. He's able to get spotted, but he'll find the kill. A few extra shots as he will end this game. Does Dashy 14-3. Saves the active camo for the perfect opportunity. Kurtboy just a little bit too late. Dashy will fire a few extra shots. He did exactly what he needed to, putting the team in the backpack for this map number 2. As we're now going to be level, like I said, up 1-1. Heading into Search and Destroy on Throwback. I really don't know how to call this one, to be honest with you. I fully expect to see Sniper Rivals out, both for Tiny and Rally. These guys have been definitely lining it up when it comes down to those longbows, as well as the EMCs in their back pocket. But Dashy, 14-3, a huge contribution for him in this map number 2. Without question, the reasoning why SZN has leveled this series up at 1. Welcome back, everyone, to the 4v4 S&D only Prime, here obviously on UMG Online. Landon is currently live in the studio. I like talking about myself in the third person. Live from the UMG studio here. We've got Jimothy. We've got SZN, some interesting team names. These guys are currently tied up at 1-1, heading into Throwback Search and Destroy. We'll see how things obviously do line out, and just like that sniper rifles I talked about at the end of our last game, they're going to be involved. Tiny and Rally, going to be a big battle between these two, and Tiny getting the early advantage. 2 players already do fall. 2v4 now would be needed to clutch for SZN. Cillian now able to find at least one more, but trades aren't going to equal it out very well when it comes down to a clutching situation. So with that, Jimothy will take round number 1. If you guys are just joining us to kind of break things down for you guys, SZN ended up taking out Prime Team GG in semifinals 2-0 to obviously grant them a spot here in the finals. Of course, that was a match that we were able to actually watch and stream as well. And Jimothy has had a pretty easy road up to this point, at least in their quarterfinal and semifinal matches, beating Oh No's 2-1 and Respect Our Grind at 2-0. So both these teams dominating their way up to this point. Dashy getting involved with the sniper game. He's able to take out Blinks. Clarity able to find one. That one's going to be on Celium. As the bomb goes down here for Wand. Play number 1, getting ready to get the gunfight. Kurtboy not able to find that one, and now Clarity. Awkward spot, bomb planted for Bowling. You got an MB4. It's not a bad weapon to have, but you need magic bullets really to finish off all those 3 players. Magic bullets? I don't even know. I'm not even sure what I'm saying at this point. Regardless, Solidus Wand finds this one. Finds that player lingering in toward middle plat. Shuts him down. I was obviously in the middle of recapping exactly how both these teams got here, but as far as the series has gone up to this point, of course, we're in map 3. How did we get to map 3? And which team took which map? Search and Destroy on Scorch for map number 1 went Jimothy's way. They won that one at 6-4. And the map that we obviously just got to witness was on Search and Destroy Breakout. SZN won that one at 6-3. Dashy continuing to highlight us with that sniper rifle. Had a 14-3 game in map number 2. He's already starting off very well again, 4-1. As Clarity, another position to clutch here. MV4, bomb down. Not in his hands, though. Positive. At least he's able to shut down Rally, and Dashy actually comes up close and shuts him down. Was that a melee, or I guess he had the E-Rad in his back pocket? I want to see this play happen again. So Dashy fires a bullet, makes him weak, and a few E-Rad shots to the chest, and a melee just for good measure. I think it's only right that we do stay on board with Dashy. 5-1 for him. I think it'd be a disservice at this moment to not go on board with this very talented young guy. Of course, a player for Straight Rippin'. Very talented young player, making himself known, at least toward the ending of Infinite Warfare. Him and Tip have definitely been a very powerful duo on that Straight Rippin' side. Considered to be around a top 10 team in the game. Curious to see how this guy obviously plays when it comes into World War II. Nice shots being exchanged. Both sniper rifle play. That one from Tiny in the back side of Lemon. You see him looking toward the skies, waiting for one player to pop in. Dark scope not going to go his way. Cillian able to find that first blood. He's had a pretty difficult series up to this point, and Tiny's able to shut down Dashy. Looks like they've had double longbows here in this round number 4 for the set of SZN. That's one player just coming out of that top building. He's not able to finish him off. Solidus Wand is able to trade. 1-on-2. Rally able to find a K-bar, but unfortunately it's just bad timing as he tries to pick up that K-bar. It's now going to be Jimothy. Evening this one up. Tiny able to get that defuse. Getting closer toward that Scarab. Honestly, I've really been giving a whole lot of love to Tiny. Tiny's been playing very well in all the matches that we've been able to see Jimothy play up to this point. Being a very big nuisance when it comes down to those first bloods. Does it a lot with the EMC longbow combo. Longbow combo. Wow. Interesting. Jimothy now on the offense, as we'll be seeing them make another A hit. A lot of action going down already. Shots coming in. Dashing toward the backside. Watching his teammate find that first blood. Patting him on the back, really. He's rallied. Will find yet again another kill. 2-on-4 already for Jimothy. Now it's up to Blinks and Tiny to try and clutch this one out. Binks quickly gets shut down. EMC from Dashies. He's kind of taken over that sniping duel and has made Tiny pay for it. This one's not out of the question for Binks. So he's got quite a few attachments there on that MV4. Just due to the lack of perks that he's got rocking. Dead Silence and Blast Shield, but we'll see what we can try and produce. You gotta think Dashy still has that sniper rifle. If he just peeks out, he can make slight work right now with Binks. Fires one bullet, he's gonna get dropped. All three players being involved. As he will drop. And it's now going to be SZN up 3 rounds to 2. Solidus Wand finding that one. I'm curious to see the payload progression at this point. Looks like Scarab earned for Dashy, of course, having back-to-back big games. Active Camo nearly earned, as we're going to be seeing instead of SZN making a pretty big rush. Solidus Wand with that bomb in hands, takes a few shots, but he's going to continue to rush there with that bomb in his hands. Player coming back toward middle plat is Kurtboy. Clarity shuts down Celium. And now, just as I say that, Kurtboy watching 2 of his teammates drop. He's going to have to take out the other 2 in order to clutch this 1-on-3 and put his team back in contention to be up early, be even at 3 rounds apiece. And it wouldn't be a bad idea, actually, if he hops on the bomb right now, but little does he know. Solidus Wand is watching for Pickett, rallied most likely with the MV4 is going to go and pick him off. So MV4 is both looking at the bomb. Team of Jimothy having some errors right now. When you think about this series, Jimothy had a pretty close map number 1, winning that one 6-4, and SZN came up pretty strong in map number 2 on Breakout, definitely making themselves known. Dashy as well, as he's currently sitting at 8-3. Going to continue to look through his line sight. Going to switch over to Dashy rallied really quick. It looks like he does have the K-bar out, so no longer a longbow for Dashy. Does Tiny still have? No, so Tiny switched off that sniper rifle. Dashy, the only guy, is still with that one, and definitely one man who's worthy of that sniper rifle in his hands, just due to the great performance that he's had up until this point. Spots one player inside a ticket. Another hit marker. Dashy's got 2 of them so far in this game that we've been able to watch. And Celium do big things toward middle map, shuts down one, and rallied will shut down the other. Kurtboy yet again left in a position to clutch, and he's just left. Wonder if he can actually get a ticket. Maybe get a ticket out of throwback. Take a ticket to a different map. Can we go to map 4 already? So Kurtboy's left in these clutching situations. This one's not going to last more than 2 more rounds. He gets met up close. 5 rounds to 2 now is SZN. Looking good. Looking very strong at the moment as well. As obviously this position was known. And Celium, as he does, all up close and personal with that K-bar. Looks like we've got an FTL jump there for Celium. Dashy with active camo as well as a Scarab. Coming into this offensive round wouldn't be surprising whatsoever. If they can find our first blood, if they rock those payloads. Not even earning a first blood. Dashy's going to actually use that one to find at least one. Tries to find the second, but quickly is going to get responded with as that's going down. Solidus Wand is able to get the bomb down. Slim does have FTL jump, but isn't able to stay alive long enough to use that. And now Rowlet actually gets responded from behind, and now Solidus Juan in a position to clutch. He finds one, but the 1v3 will not come into pass, and now Jimothy will be able to stay alive for at least a little bit longer. Binks can hop off that bomb. It's going to be Tiny who's closer toward that Scarab, so going to grant him the defuse. And the ticket here is they're going to be at least granted a round number 9. As we will obviously switch sides. I believe it's not going to be the side of Jimothy, who's going to be on the offense. Yes, they will. So Dashy ends up using the camo in that last round, so he's going to obviously lose that one, burns the camo. Not going to be led to a round victory. And I think that was Rowlet. He actually snipes, finds 2 kills with a sniper rifle. I wish I would have gone on board with him, but he's been swapping back and forth. It's been kind of difficult to keep up. Immediate 2-on-4, as it looks like Jimothy's been able to respond a little bit. It's a Scarab out right now for Dashy. Getting some information here over toward that B site. I'll be back around. As I believe the Scarab gains information. And due to that, Binks is going to try to wrap back around to confuse the Scarab knowledge. Potentially finds one, tries to find the second, but Dashy comes out like a light out of top food. And is going to shut down Binks. Look at this play from Dashy. Quickly hops out, does not miss a bullet. Beautiful play there from Dashy, as it's going to be SZN who win this game at 6 rounds to 3. Dashy yet again having another double-digit performance, 14-3 in map number 2 and 10-4 in map number 3. SZN, like I said, only 1 map away from calling themselves 4v4 Prime champions. They're ready to hop into this round, this next map. They're ready to close this one out. They're feeling very good, and they don't want the side of Jimothy to be able to talk this one over. They don't want any strategy talked. They want to use that momentum gained coming into this next round. Shots being exchanged. Clarity going to find the first kill here in this map number 4, along with the first blood, a.k.a. Dashy responding with one on Clarity. Kurtboy watching inside of Bike Shop right now. As Rowlet finds one on Tiny. Dashy as well, and just like that, Kurtboy left in a 1-on-3 scenario. Spots one toward Catwalk. Might have spotted one toward that bottom street. It's Fletchets. Random bullets. Really everything they can throw at him right now. And Rowlet's still with that sniper. Kurtboy making his way through mid-map right now. If he can pick off at least one player, that could be great. Decent reaction, but not good enough, as SZN will take round number 1. And Dashy, who else? 3 kills in this round. Hat trick. In the last 2 maps combined, Dashy has dropped 24 kills. Very, very impressive to say the least in the definition as to why SZN has won those last 2 maps. I feel like it's a sin if I don't go on board with Dashy at this point. Of course, this team is going to be on the offensive. We'll see what they try and do. Dashy trying to gain a little bit of a line sight to let his team know if A is going to be clear. It absolutely is, and he might actually use this opportunity to go ahead and flank. Celium finding first blood. Tiny responding with at least 1 kill. Clarity as well, so now it's going to be a 2-on-3. Dashy still in the middle of this flank. No players actually know of his position at the moment. He's going to be able to at least find one, so that entire flank, being out of the entire team fight throughout that round, is only going to grant him 1 kill while his teammates were already dropping. So you've got to imagine if maybe Dashy kind of rotates back with his team, goes through middle instead of goes all the way through Bike Street. Maybe if his teammates can even stay alive a little bit longer, maybe that team fight could have gone a little bit differently. There's a lot of possessions, or a lot of team fights, a lot of close quarter engagements going down on Plat, so it's kind of difficult to call that position, but regardless, it will be around for Jimothy. Rallied watching A site along with his 3 other teammates, and they might actually use this opportunity to go ahead and flank. So they miscall the bomb site. And what a lot of teams will do is they'll just go ahead and flank all the way around. You see player number 5 and player number 6, Dashy and Cillian, both playing very aggressive, already inside of destroyed building. Clarity shuts down Solidus Juan for being by himself. Dashy finds one, Clarity finds another for their respective squads. Celium narrowly Missed the call out, missed the line sight of those players inside the middle lobby. Actually finding one through mid lobby, but he actually realizes the player's actually on that bomb. He gets picked off just to being in the air. Now Celium's left in a position to clutch. He gets shut down inside a garden. That's not going to be Jimothy. Getting that bomb down here toward that A site. That's going to be big for payloads. Kurt Boy finding that kill in the end, so. An unfortunate miscall. If you are SZN, they try to make that rotation over toward A. No one was home. They try to turn it into a flank, and Salazwan gets picked off. A few trades is really all it led out to, and Jimothy get the bomb down in the end. So with that, SZN, yeah, pretty up close and personal in that last defensive round here toward A. They want to do it here on an offensive one as well. Nade's already out, so you got to imagine the side of Jimothy is quickly to rotate back. That's exactly what they do, but how does the positioning work? They realize that they don't have the right angles. But regardless, Tiny finds one on Rallied. Solidus One is able to respond at least to make it a 3-on-3. Coming from the skies, does he realize if that's a dead body or not? Clarity most likely realizes that now. How does he re-engage? Does he have a teammate to watch over his back? But no, he's going to do it all himself. Yeah, should sell him. Yet again left in a position to try and clutch this one out. Player going to be on the bomb right now. Celium spots the feet of one player. Can he shut down the second? But no. Too many players, too many angles to look at. As they're going to award this one to Tiny. He's already earned the Scarab. Playing very well yet again in the search and destroy for the side of Jimothy. He's going to go ahead and power slam his way down to the depths of the ocean. So that's always cool. Very nice to see. Regardless, though, Jimothy up 3-1. Despite Jay Blinks, excuse me, currently sitting at 0-4, but he's got Clarity. He's got Tiny doing some damage. 1-3 right now for both Rallied and Solidus One. Dashy already dropped. That's the one guy that you don't want to drop if you are SZN. Cilium nearly able to turn around inside a barn, but nice kills that are coming in from Tiny yet again. Rallied. Solidus One last alive. Nearly able to escape. Sorry, that was Solidus One nearly able to escape with his life coming from stairs. Rotating into market, now into bedroom, and he will get shut down. Taking a nap inside a bedroom, really. Rallied, last man alive, able to shut down one. Tiny, Kurt Boy, taking some shots right now, sitting inside a plat. Nearly able to escape, actually, so nice play. Spots one on catwalk. Nice shots, but needed a few more. Spots that player rotating toward bike. Most likely saw the others. Well, probably had a teammate who was watching his perspective call that one out, but there's just not a whole lot of time left. Not time to defuse this bomb, so this is going to be a round in Jimothy's favor. As unfortunately for Rallied, he's not able to find any kills, but Jimothy coming up very strong when it comes down to this retaliation. Kurt Boy gets nice timing. As you see, Clarity right now, 8-3. Quite a few kills actually in that last round, as well as the final kill cam. He's already earned the active camo. One of the first players to already earn his payload. Kurt Boy very close behind him with the FTL jump. You can just kind of see the difference between camo and FTL jump. As Dashy goes and pulls out the sniper rifle. Did some damage through that mid-map. Wish I could have spotted that one. Here come the streaks, actually, from Tiny as he finds 3 kills. Triple kill there from Tiny. Beautiful play, and now it's all up to Dashy. An EMC in hand, and not a whole lot to do as he will be put in the ocean, really. Is Jimothy. That was an incredible play there from Tiny. I wouldn't even say it's incredible, just really overall nice placement in the end to find those 3 kills. And you grant his team up 5-1. Coming into this one, I thought, well, it's going to be SZN who has a lot of momentum. They start this game immediately. They're ready to go. And something about this map for Jimothy has definitely worked, as it looks like we could potentially see a map 5 S&D on Crusher to decide who will be the champion. So we'll see what actually ends up taking place. Blinks finds 2, and there's one more in the back, and they will shut him down. That was a dominant victory. A lot of players lingering inside a middle lobby, as that's exactly what you want if you are a fan of the Jimothy team. Tiny finding the last player toward the back. Tiny ends up this game 10-2. Solid ending there in that game for him. I honestly thought this would be the last match of this prime. However, that's not going to be the case. We are actually going to see a map 5 between SZN and Jimothy. Our final resting place for this series is going to be Search and Destroy on Crusher. I promise you, you do not want to miss that one. I promise you don't want to miss it. Only one map will decide who will take the title of 4v4 Prime Champions here. Obviously should be a very interesting match to watch. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Quick commercial break is all we need. I'm not going to lie. You're going to hear me tweet out that we're heading to the final map because it's exactly what's going on right now. Typing away on my keyboard. I highly suggest that you do the same. Or you're on your phone as well. Because we're heading into a map 5 between Jimothy and SZN. Lennon got the names right. We're heading to our final map. And I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are as well. It's been a fantastic series up until this point. Going to line things out for you guys. Search and Destroy on Scorch for map number 1. Ended up going Jimothy's way. They won that one 6 rounds to 4. Map number 2, S&D on Breakout went SZN's way. They won that one 6 to 3. Map number 3 went SZN's way again 6 to 3. In our last map that we just witnessed, Retaliation, Search and Destroy, Jimothy came out like a light and won that one 6 rounds to 1. Major players we're looking out for from the side of Jimothy is Tiny. SZN has been all dashy all day. Or all night, really. It looks like Jimothy making their way right now here into this A site. Looks like as they make a little bit of a delay, makes SZN think that a B hit was actually happening, when in reality they're actually going to go ahead and flank. A few players already sitting inside of U. That's going to be Round Daddy as well as Celium. Rally might actually open to hop on the bomb here. Quickly gets spotted. Jay blinks. Perfect time to hop around that corner, but quickly gets traded. Now Tiny getting involved here from you. Finds one. Can't find another, though. And now it's all left up to Kurt Boy, but he's not able to stay alive for too much longer. When in reality, he actually does stay alive. I don't think he's actually going to be able to stay alive, but just like that, he will get dropped, and Solidus Wand will find 2 out of those 4 kills, and will be granted the defuse as well. A round victory there for the side of SZN. Exactly what you want to kind of break that little bit of a mold that you had in that last Search and Destroy, winning 1 round. So we load in here to round number 2. Curious to see if we see any sniper rifles. I'm looking at Tiny. That's exactly what he's got. Marking that sniper rifle here into A, and it quickly gets picked off. Rally is ready and waiting for him. Celium finding that kill with an E-Rad. Immediate 2 versus 4, and Jay Blanks is going to get caught out really quick. Another nice shot there coming in from Celium. That is a dominant round there from the side of SZN. Nice sniper shot from the longbow of Rallied. And Celium does a great job at getting up close and personal, finding 2 kills and 1 last player alive. That's exactly what Wand is there to do. Picks up the scraps, picks up anything that's left remaining. I don't believe any players ended up dropping in that exchange. Maybe one, but I don't think any at all did. So we're going to stand board with Rally, see exactly what he can do with the sniper rifle. Looks like he's not going to have immediate action. Quickly backs up. Just make sure his position isn't overwhelmed. It looks like the side of SZN all going to kind of stick together, except for Celium just kind of remaining in this position in case a push does happen. But instead of Jimothy playing very passive right now, they could easily make that pinch or that push back toward A. They've got just about every angle covered as they get ready to make their decision. Looks like the decision is to go over toward B. And that nade check going to come out from Dashies. Can you get any hit markers? No. So no information gained, at least as of yet, as they're going to go and rotate back here toward A. That's going to be a wrong play call, actually, from SZN. So Jimothy able to get that one, but Rowley comes out of nowhere. He actually shuts down Tiny. Somehow finds that kill. Peeking around this corner at the moment. Bomb is down. EMC at range for Rallied. But holding that head glitch right now is Jay Blinks. EMC out. Rallied has to try and make big plays happen. Now it's all up to Clarity. He gets shut down as well, so the retake will come into play after just 2 rounds. Celium, 5-1, finding 2 out of the 4 kills in this one. Going to earn that Scarab. Getting closer toward that FTL jump. SZN coming out like a fire in this one. Exactly when they need to. Already up 3 rounds to 0. As this series has definitely been a roller coaster. You look at the last map, you're thinking, now Jimothy has the advantage. They must have the momentum coming into this map number 5, but that has not been the case. This is a huge momentum round if you are the side of Jimothy. You cannot let this one slip out of your fingers. And Dashy quick to get that bomb down. It's big in the overall scheme of things, just because of the fact that he is the camo player for his squad. And the performance that he's had, it's definitely the one guy that you want to have camo in his hands, because he's almost guaranteed to get it at least once per game. Tiny, Erad, Dashy as well responding. Kills going down inside of you. Clarity and the crew from Jimothy having the mankind advantage right now, but that one could get even. Actually, no, it does not. Clarity finds that one, and now Saul just won all up by himself. And so as the quick bomb plant does go down, it is a nice retake coming in from Jimothy. They overwhelmed a lot of players toward that U side, and like I said, this is a much needed round that they had to have, really. They're able to get it. You've got to imagine the communication right now from Jimothy. It's got to be pretty cool, pretty collected. Maybe a sigh of relief after that round victory. If not, it was not looking good by any means. So as they head in here toward offense, it is a full sight hit over toward A. And a big missed call from SZN. They've made a lot of missed calls when it comes down to this game. That's been a major reason as to why they've lost so many, and maybe why this one is in a game 5. They call for B. Obviously messed that one up, and now it's going to be left up to a retake. Blink's playing pretty aggressive. Not going to have anyone entering in from that way, but if you want one player to go big, Celium very good in his close quarter position. To Dashy, all the guys from SZN are just trying to make as much noise as possible. He's going for the Ninja Diffuse. Can he get this one off is the question. Players all around him, but can he get this one off just in time? And yes, narrowly able to get that Ninja Diffuse off. Beautiful play there from SZN to retake that one. I talked about Celium. He's an aggressive player. But in that particular instance, he plays passive, goes for the diffuse. And it was only a second, maybe not even, maybe a half a second between that diffuse going off and him dying. But it's a worthy exchange. A worthy exchange to grant his team a round. As they're now going to be at 4-1. Round number 6 coming up. Jimothy have got to be pretty angry about that one. Able to choose correctly on the site. SZN on the offense. Nade coming out as actually saw this one, finds that one on Blinks. One player going to be right on that bomb site. That's actually play number 2 as he quickly drops as well. Immediate 1-on-4. Kerboy's got to go big, and just like that, that one's not going to go his way either. SZN now 1 round away from being the prime 4v4 S&D only champions. And Solid as one. Picking off Kurtboy there in the end. This could be the final round. And if you are Jimothy, you've got to pull out something interesting here. Do you go for an aggressive rush? Do you try to play passively and make the set of SZN make mistakes? Celium with the FTL jump scarab as well. It could definitely gain some information as they're going to be making their way toward B. Clarity actually pulling out a sniper rifle. I said they need to make something a little bit different happen, and this is one of the first times I think I've seen Clarity actually pull out the sniper in this series. Really, even in this tournament, rather. It's usually Tiny who does that. But you see Tiny having a slow game. 1-6. This is the one guy that you need to go off if you expect to see victories. And it could be too little too late. However, Tiny will be stunned right now from that tactical coming in from Celium. Making his way here, could rock the FTL jump. Potentially actually finds one close quarter engagement. Tries to find the second Celium. That was unreal reaction time there from him. And now Clarity, a sniper rifle is all it will be. And Celium finds all 3 at the end. Unbelievable play. As that's going to be a victory toward the side of SZN. The defuse comes in as well. And a dominant 6-1 victory here on this Crusher. I need to see this play again. That was an absolutely incredible play there from Celium. Well, I think since the players leave the lobby, it actually won't let us see the final kill. That's rather unfortunate. But regardless, that's one that I need to see again. Can someone clip that, please? I need to see that play happen again in my life. But regardless, what a tournament it was. What a tournament it lined out to be. SZN, Jimothy, it came down to the final map. But regardless, in the end, it was a dominant victory for SZN. We're going to take a look at our recap as to what happened in this series. Let's go and take a look at the bracket really quickly to see what exactly lined itself out. Of course, you can kind of see our quarterfinals matchups. We're able to watch or be on board with both SZN quite a bit, as well as the side of Jimothy. You see Jimothy taking out Oh No's, and then later faced off against the Respect Our Grind crew, beating both of those teams pretty easily, advancing themselves to the finals. Instead of SZN ended up facing off against Eclipse Wings, and ended up facing off against Prime Team Gaming in the semifinals as well. So both teams having a fairly easy run for the most part, but the grand finals was anything but an easy run, except for maybe our last 2 maps. But in the overall scheme of things, it was not. Let's go and take a look at our overall breakdown as far as the prize pool is considered for this tournament. As you can obviously see here, SZN being awarded $800, and Jimothy, well, they did have a pretty good tournament as well. You cannot discredit them by any means. They obviously get awarded 200 points as well here for the 1K Prime 4v4. So it is going to be, like I said, SZN. Congratulations to them, to Rallied, Celium, Dashi, as well as Solidus One, who do earn that trophy, and obviously do get a large portion of that $1,000 prize pool. Well, guys, it has been a very interesting tournament. It's been a very fun tournament as well. If you guys do have any critiques or any suggestions that you guys would like to see for this stream, feel free to obviously let us know that by tweeting at us at UMG Events or at UMG Online as well. It's been a fun time, obviously, casting for you guys, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed this one as well. Looking forward to doing this quite a bit more often, really, when it comes down to the ending of Infinite Warfare, maybe even some future Ghost tournaments as well heading into World War II. Want to obviously shout out our sponsors quickly before we do depart, and kind of actually shout out a few tournaments that we're going to be having here from UMG. So our final call for our sponsors as well. Major shout out to Zowie at Brain by BenQ, Scuff Gaming, Acquire Clothing, and Origin PC. Major thank you to them for obviously making stuff like this happen. And to let you guys know a few future updates for some tournaments that we have going on. Actually, I believe this Monday it's going to be the St. Louis Smash Weekly Tournament. That's going to be live actually on this channel here. So if you're a fan of Smash, feel free to come right back to this channel. We're going to be live on Monday, I believe, at 8. Producer, am I correct? 8 Central Time? I am correct on that one. Yes, got that one right. And I believe we're also going to be having a COD Ghost tournament also on this channel as well. That one's going to be on August 22nd. This Tuesday, a search and destroy only. You do not want to miss that tournament. It's going to be a very, very interesting one to watch. Of course, as we get ready to head into World War II, those boots on the ground titles, they're fun to watch, man. Search and Destroy Ghost is personally one of my favorites. Really looking forward to casting that one as well. So make sure to either tune in or even play in that tournament. We'd love to obviously spectate or even watch and cast along with you guys as well. And also, before we do depart, World War II beta live stream. This is going to be live on twitch.tv/UMG Studio, not events, twitch.tv/UMG Studio. We're going to be broadcasting the beta. Of course, our studio team going to be doing that one. And obviously should be a very fun time talking about the beta, talk about everything World War II. I personally got to play it a little bit early, so I'm trying to gain a little bit of that information coming into the title. I'm trying to grind the game. I'm trying to learn it just like everybody else is. So, guys, it has been a fun night of Infinite Warfare. Of course, as we do get ready to close the book for what has been a interesting year of Infinite Warfare, or really of jetpacks in general. It's obviously going to be an interesting one as we do close the night out. Of course, like I said, congratulations to SZN as well as Jimothy as well. Massive GGs to them. And thank you all for tuning into the live stream tonight. We'll see you guys all next time. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been Lando. It's been the UMG Studio. We'll see you guys all next time.